Hello everybody, it's Wednesday evening and that means that we have another International Nail Talk Live e-workshop ready to go for you. Tonight it's going to be a really technical workshop with a really technical nail done by one of our most technical trainers, Natalia. Natalia started 20 years ago visiting Holland to become a magnetic distributor and later also a trainer. But Natalia developed into the trainer of trainers, as we like to call her, because she's responsible for the educator trainings of all of the magnetic trainers worldwide. During the whole COVID period, Natalia did this from home, online. She trained a lot of people working with magnetic. And 2 years ago, Natalia relocated to the Netherlands, and she's actually living in the south of Holland, where she gives classes to students and to nail technicians, but she also supports the art department a lot. The art department in magnetic nail design has a couple of people in them. Of course, you all know Gillian by name. We also have Katri, who manages the whole art department, Natalia, who is helping and assisting Gillian, and besides that, we have Sanne for the web shop, Marieke for all the artwork and the packaging. We have Laurie developing the FTP server for distributors, and we have an intern at the moment. But Natalia has been of exceptional value within magnetic nail design, and she's an exceptional trainer, as you will notice tonight. So, ready to be the most elegant version of yourself? This is Nail Talk Live. Yeah, we show it all, and tonight we're not only showing, but also explaining all. Because the elegant nail, or the elegant shape, is absolutely not an easy nail, but it had a very strange start. Natalia, I'm very happy that this is your first appearance in the International e-workshop Nail Talk Live.
Hello, everyone. Yeah, I'm really very happy to be here tonight, and yeah, unfortunately, I cannot answer to all your questions, but if you will ask something, so then don't be afraid and ask any question, and I'm going to answer everything. So, and today we are going to make very nice, elegant nail, and it's very interesting shape, and I'm going to explain you everything about how to make it, how to apply shablon, how to file it, how to apply product, and it will be easy and very nice.
Easy and very nice. Well, not that easy because the homework is quite challenging, but we'll get into that a little bit later. I see already a lot of people are joining us. Tracy from South Africa is saying, hello everyone from a very, very hot South Africa. We cannot imagine because it's here very, very rainy. Sending you so much love, and she can't wait for this show. Bonsoir tout le monde, Laura says. Good evening, says Gemma. Stephanie is only listening today. Well, sometimes that happens. Well, Camilla tells me that I'm looking dazzling today. So thank you, very nice outfit. Also, Gemma. Lilia is watching from Iceland. So a lot of people are tuning in. Anna Maria, buonasera from Italia. Hello, Natalia, Tracy says. Sabine is here. Hello, everyone. Sabine is our distributor from France, and she will also be one of my guests in the coming months. Bianca Freigang is also watching. She's our distributor and trainer in Germany. So Soraya loves your blouse, Natalia. It's so sparkling. A great blouse. Is shablon a square? Trevor is asking. Well, Trevor, what the shablon or the nail form exactly is, Natalia will explain now. But first, Natalia, where did the Elegance nail shape come from?
You know that for 20 years being in business, I also had a chance to see all developments on everything. And this shape came actually from the stiletto nail. Because stiletto nail, from the moment when we started to make it really very long, on some moment it's nice to make it, but it's not totally comfortable to wear. So that's why people just were trying to make it short. And somebody just cut it just straight and they got ballerina, and somebody just cut it with 45 degrees in, and they got elegant shape.
So an elegance nail is nothing short but a stiletto with the tip cut off. And the ballerina nail is the same, but with the tip cut off straight.
Actually, it's like more or less with simple explanation. Yes, it pretty much looks like that.
Okay, well, I love stiletto nails, but I also love the Elegance nails, Natalia, because it reminds me of a more classic shape.
Yeah, it's more classic shape because as you will see that we will have a bit like lower arch, and I would like also to ask Gillian to go to the top shot. So you see that I have prepared for you the little scheme, and here you can see that we are going to apply our schablon totally straight, and we have our lower arch going also straight, and from our upper arch is going slightly down. So that's why it also giving us the impression that it's very light classic shape. So yeah, but that's I will explain you later.
Yeah, okay, so straight lower arch, a slightly downward angled upper arch, not a super high apex I also see.
No, it's not a super high apex because it still will look from the top like an almond nail. So that's why it also can be a very nice shape for salon work. So, and you can make it in inlay as we're going to do it tonight, or you also can seal it just with simple any gel polish, and it also will look very nice.
Yeah, Sabine is saying this scheme is perfect. Of course, Sabine is also a very technical nail technician and trainer, and she loves everything that clarifies technique. The Elegance shape is really comfortable to wear, Bianca Freigang says. I love this one. Magnetic Yerevan, Armine is translating. I don't know what she's translating, but probably what we're saying. Nadia Munk is also translating. And Sabine also loves to wear the Elegance nail. Okay, so we have seen the side profile. And what more can you explain about this shape?
So it's important that all your nail forms that you are going to apply, they have to be applied symmetrically and in the same way on every finger. So then all your general look of your hand will look the same and will look very elegant.
I have a question. Is the French almond the same as the elegant shape? Camilla is asking.
Excuse me, French almond?
Yeah, the almond, I think.
Just classical almond. There are many almonds. So elegant shape, it's also sort of almond shape.
Yeah, but unlike an almond shape, who is just almond shaped,
Yeah.
on the side profile of the Elegance nail, there is a straight lower arch and then a little angle. And that makes the difference between the normal almond, which is actually rounded from the side view, versus this elegant shape. Am I right?
Yeah, you are totally right, Pepin, because classical one will go lower arch will go slightly up, when with elegance it will be totally straight.
Okay, but then applying all the forms symmetrically is of course a challenge.
Yeah, it needs a bit of practicing, but you know what, that everything is possible. So, and also I'm going to give you some tips, so then you will see that it's absolutely possible for you.
Okay, can't wait for the tips. So let's go to the next scheme that you have created, or drawing, to explain this shape.
Yeah, so I would like to ask Gillian again about top shot. So here how our product will be applied, and now let's go to symmetrical view. So actually there you can see that all schablon, they look the same. So when you will do your homework, also pay attention that they should look the same. And also important that if you check the closing of your schablon, that also should look the same. Then it also will be the key for your nails that will look in good consistency on your hand. And here I also made, you see that it just was a picture with schablon application, and I just painted on the top how future nail is going to look like. So I hope that also it will help you when you will do your homework. So if you can take screenshot, so then it also would be nice.
Well, Magnifique, Esther is asking, the picture with the nail form and the drawing of the Elegance nail, is that also available for other nail shapes, Natalia? Can you make that for us?
Yes, sure. That's not a problem, and I really would love to do it because, in my opinion, it's also more visual. So then you also can see better how much product you can apply, and you will see that it's not much product because normally, you know that our product and structure of the nail we are creating by structure, but not the thickness of the product itself. So that's how we also getting stability of any nail shape. So yes, it's possible and I can make it. I would love to do it.
Okay, but Esther, we need a little bit of time for that. Can we do the Elegance nail shape on natural nails? Laura is asking. Well, Laura, you can create. It's actually the homework. You have to make a set of elegant nails on a model on natural nails. But you need to extend the natural nails using forms, nail forms. And Natalia will show you in a minute. Is it like the modern almond, José is asking? Well, the modern almond has a straight upper arch, completely straight, while the elegant shape has a slightly downward upper arch. I see that Natalia is getting a paper, so perhaps you can show us.
Yeah. So as you can see, normally the question that José is asking that when we are applying our shablon slightly higher for the modern shape, so then we will have our lower arch that will go straight. But in case if we're applying our shablon just straight, then you see that naturally our upper arch is going very nicely down. So that's only the difference between these two shapes. And Elegance will look softer comparing to very strong shape modern almond, because modern almond, you know that this is very, it just has to be very strong shape and very sharp shape. So every line has to be parallel. So it's very interesting shape, and I really love it. But maybe because by my character, I prefer a bit softer. So that's why Elegance my more favorite shape.
Henriette also tuned in, and don't forget, we're going to also announce the winners of Henriette's challenge of 2 weeks ago, a little later in the show, so make sure that you keep on watching. But Henriette says, Natalia Gritsenka, you are simply the queen of nails. Well, I have to agree, Henriette, she is, and for me, she definitely is. Mia Marie says, these pictures are absolutely beautiful, 100% great. Bianca says, your pictures are great to visualize the shape, thank you. Amazing pictures. Gemma made a very quick screenshot. And let me see. It's super handy to have them in place, the photos. The modern almond is so nice, Sabine says. I know, it's a favorite shape of Sabine. And that is actually what Sabine is going to show us in a couple of months. I almost get emotional from it. Only the thought of seeing Sabine at the tech table and taking us into her vision of the modern almond à la française. Isn't that just an amazing thing to think of? And she agrees, or Magnetic Yerevan agrees, that you are the queen of nails, and we need these pictures, Natalia. Sabine is demanding. This shape is working better with hooked nails than a modern almond. So if you have hooked nails, like I do, this shape works better than a modern almond, which is almost too aggressive sometimes. I think because we're already 13 minutes in the show, and according to the plan, we only have 3 minutes to cover the structure of the nail. So let's go back to Natalia and the proper way to apply the nail form for this shape.
Yeah, so I also made another scheme with Shablon application because I know that you will take a model or you will work on your own hands. So then you also have to know how to tailor your shablon in proper way. So then I also made a little scheme. As you can see that very often we have stress points, they are too high. So then in this case, we have to cut our shablon pretty much deep. So now on my model, I have a very high hyponychium, so that's why I'm going to cut it really very deep inside. Very often we have not symmetrical stress points. So then in this case, we have to cut it in the way that it will fit the shape. I think, yeah. So, and the last one, this is when we have just totally straight. So then we just have to cut off these parts. And that's so this part that I cut off and stick it, this is just showing what we have to take away. but I think that I messed up with them. Okay, I will make for you a scheme whenever I will send all the scheme, and then you will have it as well.
I think they are actually correct. They are correct because you need the deeper side on the left
Yeah.
and on the... So they are correct. But this is also typically Natalia. Sometimes you think, oh, this is going great, and then all of a sudden she takes a sharp left or a sharp right, and you end up somewhere where you didn't expect it to go. Anywho, we'll continue for this evening, and the trainers and distributors of magnetic nail design know how it sometimes can go. Am I right? I'm right. So you're going to prepare the form for proper fit for your model, and your model is actually Chrisje from Weert. She's also working inside magnetic nail design, and she's your direct colleague. So that was very nice because you were able to prepare the nails, the other nails, beforehand.
Yes, and we are going to show to you actually nails that we did already before. And my model is Krisha, and I'm really happy to have Krisha here. And also, I'm really happy to have you as my colleague. She is really very nice. And Krisha has very interesting nails. And yeah, let's have a look actually how we are going to prepare the nail.
Yes, I will make sure that I connect to the right device so that I can zoom in for you. And as per usual, I go the correct way, all in once. So here we have it.
Okay, so as you can see that Krisha has, everything is, full beauty is here. We have very high hyponychium, we have not symmetrical our stress points, and I'm going to show to you how I'm going to prepare the shablon. The part, this tail, I'm going just to cut off.
Okay, because you're going to reinforce the form, not with that part, but with an additional part.
Yeah. And for that, I'm going to use nail form support in this shape. So that's why I also don't need the middle. I'm going to just put it on the back.
Yeah.
And this part that I have, because you see that it's much more wider, and I want to adjust it. I want my metal to totally covering the hyponychium, like that.
But not wider than that?
Only in this part it has to totally cover it, so that's why these corners I don't need. I just will cut them off. So normally when we do trainings, we are saying like, let's cut it in coffin shape.
You're not cutting this with your cuticle scissor, huh?
No.
This is just your normal half-moon scissor.
Half-moon scissor, and hey, because cuticle scissor, it's too expensive, and they are not for this job. They are for totally different work.
You never know with you.
It's not with me, but when I see very often students using cuticle scissors, and I feel really very, very sorry about that because I know how they are good and how they are expensive.
So be careful and pay attention that you see that the coffin-shaped nail form support, which is actually aluminum, a sheet of aluminum that we sell packed per 4, is extending to the pointed edges of the hyponychium attachment area of the form.
Yeah, and it looks like that. So you see that it's totally covering the hyponychium area. And that part that I have, I don't need it, so that's why I just can cut it off.
So the better you prepare the form at this moment, the better the result will be.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, and then this part, I just going to cut off.
So first just following the shape of the form.
Yeah.
You don't want to do this in one time, so cutting it deeper?
Because normally I don't know how much I can cut it into deep, so that's why first I have to check. And then I'm going to bend it first and check how it will go with my shablon. So you see that here it's working.
It seems from top shot that it's okay. It looks like, But can you explain to me why it's not okay?
It's not totally okay because still it's not sitting and hyponychium still it has to be cut a bit more, I would say, because also I see that this schablon is not covering the stress point. Yeah, so I will do it one more time. And then you will see.
Oh yeah, it's not extending all the way up to where the natural nail leaves the skin.
Yeah, this is very good picture. So then you see that from the top it looks quite perfect, but from the side it's not enough. So that's why I have to cut it really very deep inside, actually repeating the shape of hyponychium.
Okay, and I have a question from, sorry, I lost the question. Anja is asking, would it be possible to cut the form first and then the aluminum? Yes, it is possible, but then you have to match the two. So cutting it together, make sure that the line that you cut is perfectly in both the form and the aluminum. So you're cutting slowly. Let's have a look at how that goes.
So normally I would recommend you to cut it with very short steps using only tip of your scissors. So just short steps like we are working with cuticle, if you are working with cuticle.
Would it also be sufficient to apply, to stick two forms on top of each other for support, or is that not strong enough?
I prefer to use nail form support, and reason is that I'm going to use now power gel. Power gel, it's still gel, and it also can get open in UV lamp. So that's why I would prefer to be sure that my schablon will not get open, and it's possible only with nail form support.
So Daisy Boat is asking, where does the aluminum come from? Well, we actually sell that. It's called nail form support, and it's a tool to make sure that your form has the perfect deep C curve and it doesn't move while you are working. And especially if you work with a gel product, it keeps it in the correct shape, because gel tends to flatten out a little bit if you cure it. And with the nail form support, it makes sure that it stays in the high C-curve shape. So it's a tool that we sell. You can reuse it, but it's sold per 4 sheets in a little plastic bag, and you can use that for a long, long time. But if you do your homework, you will definitely need extra support. Are you to the moment of form application already?
Now I would like to show to you how it looks when I just measuring if I'm happy with the shape of my new hyponychium. So again, from the top it looks quite okay, but let's have a look from the side.
Yeah.
So it looks already better because
Yeah, it goes higher underneath.
It goes higher, yes. So I still can continue cut it slightly deeper. Perhaps that I will do it. So because I want it to be perfect. Schablon and or nail form is really very important, and application is very important. It's like your foundation, you know. If you have a very good and strong foundation, then your building actually will be nice, strong.
Yeah.
So.
Make sure that I can do the homework like now while you are doing the precise cutting, because you need to get it in front of your face. Yeah, she just needs to have a good look, but we'll come back to the form when it's applied. The homework for this evening and this e-workshop is very clear. I already mentioned it. Create a set of 5 nails in the elegant shape using inlay elements. You don't need to use exactly the same elements as Natalia will show tonight, but you can choose which elements. And it's unfortunately not possible to do your homework on Colopops, as then the whole elegant shape cannot be created. So a set of 5 nails on a model, on yourself, on a client, and creating those perfect, beautiful, elegant nails. You have 2 weeks to do that, so that means that the deadline is there until the... Oh, my PowerPoint is actually getting stuck, but let's have a look until the 4th of March. Until the 4th of March. So you have 2 weeks, you upload your homework using the link that you can find in the album in the Nail Talk Live International group. Of course, that is called Elegance Nails. And when you do that, you will receive your certificate, feedback from Jessica, but you have, of course, also make a chance to win a perfect prize. What that prize is, I will discuss and show you later when the PowerPoint is back and working again. So in the meantime, let's go to Natalia, because I think that in this little bit of time, she has prepared the form. I think so.
Yeah, so, and now I'm going to close my schablon, my nail form, my schablon. First I'm closing here, then open it, and I'm working now with the thumb, so that's why I want to be sure that I also have enough room. And now just open that part and just go like train going into tunnel.
A train going into a tunnel.
Yes.
I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, that's my explanation. So, and after this, if you are happy and you see that everything is covered, we are going to close our schablon.
Did you use the pinching sticks to create an even C-curve in the form?
Yeah, because pinching stick, they are very important and we have to use them. So then we also can make very nice curvature. And the very last thing that I want to show to you, because you see that we have very high hyponychium, and I want just to cut
Ooh, be careful.
parts just straight, like that.
Yeah, so that it doesn't interfere.
Yeah.
Or folds.
Yeah, so this side and this side.
The benefit of using nail form support is also that it pushes away the skin surrounding the nail plate. So it really anchors the form without the chance of the nail or the skin, the tissue, pushing the form to a place where you don't want to have the form. Sylvia asked, can you also use nail form support to create a shorter nail? Well, definitely you can, Sylvia, but a shorter nail, we tend to follow the natural nail a little bit more. Another question that I see is, can I use the practice hand or the silicone hand model to create these nails? And I believe, Natalia, that you don't prefer to use an artificial hand or finger. You really want the homework to be done on a hand?
I would recommend you to do this on your own hand or on the model, but on your own hand, in my opinion, better, because then you will see what you did and you will notice all your mistakes or some your things that you managed doing okay. So unfortunately, silicone hand, even I love these things, it will not help you. So try to make it on real hand.
I think it's a good idea to do this on your own hand, also to show your clients what the possibilities are of your skill. Showing your skill is, of course, a great way of advertising yourself. Let's go back to Natalia.
And actually, it's now time, because my nail already was prepared, it's time to use a primer. Okay, so Krisha has beautiful nails.
Yeah, she absolutely has beautiful nails.
And first we are going to use primer. And after this, I'm going to use building base. But you also can use fiber gel, so any clear gel that can work. I will apply it on the paper palette, and I will use for that separate brush. I love to use different brushes. And it's Flower Brush 4 from Flower Brush set.
Before you do that, I have Evelyn, and she's asking if you can explain the pinching sticks a little bit more in depth, because she doesn't really understand. And I know that's tricky because the nail is already there. Could you perhaps make a little photo and a scheme of how you do that with the pinching stick and place it on the group?
Yes, sure. So we will prepare some couple of pictures and also with explanation, and yeah, we will post it to the group. Definitely.
Okay, thank you. That's great.
Okay. Now I'm going to make just a base layer.
with building base clear.
Yes, and you also can use for that fiber clear, or you also can use standard clear.
Okay, but could you also use power gel?
I would recommend you to use some gel, more thin gel, because then you will have better control of your product. Because now what I'm going to do, I'm going to build up everything on the bottom and then just seal everything with power gel. So, and for that I need really very thin layers of gel. So that's why, in my opinion, normal gel just better.
Okay, thin gel. Well, that's exciting. There is now gel on your brush?
Yes.
It's almost invisible.
Yeah, you see, it's very thin amount of the gel. And I also connecting this amount of the gel with...
So are you making the shape now perfect on the form?
Yes, I'm trying to make a shape perfect.
Mandy is asking whether or not you could also use rubber base. Yes, that's possible. Natalia is using building base.
With rubber base, let's think, maybe it's not totally good idea because it's still very flexible gel.
Building base is also quite flexible, but okay.
But harder.
Okay, then we need building base or fiber coat.
So, and I also trying to clean my lower arch and also shape already the nail with clean brush. And after this, I will cure it for 30 seconds.
So you're not trying to even out the whole nail, because I see the natural nail and then a little bump or a little edge, ledge, and then the surface of the form. But you will compensate that with your elements later.
Yes, exactly. So now this is just like I'm making for myself a shape in which I'm going to add elements and then later to create a nail.
So actually you're creating a tip, like we did 20 years ago with a nail tip, but now with building base.
Exactly. So actually, even you don't like to work with tips, now you will still work with tips.
And Daisy is asking whether or not the brush that you're using, if that is the best brush for this step.
The best brush, in my opinion, yes, because it's quite small and also I can control my movements and control the amount of the product. But it also depends on how nail big is. So if you are making like maybe bigger one, so then maybe you will use not number 4, but you will use maybe number 6. So all these brushes, they are flower set brush.
Yeah, and Cerisa is also adding that she says, as long as the brush is flat, you can create this. I preferred always bigger brushes, so a flat 8 gel brush, for instance, but then be careful that you don't over-apply too much product. And I know that, for instance, Jose also prefers to work with a very small gel brush. So choosing the brush is super personal. That's why we have that many brushes.
Yeah, that's true. The ideal brush, the brush that actually sit good in your hand and you can control it. So, and for that, just try them. Just you also can apply for seminars. Just come to our distributors, to our trainers. Just try it and then feel if it's good for you. And then you can buy it.
Daisy is asking whether or not you could also use a sculpture gel for this step. For instance, fiber gel clear or standard builder gel clear.
Yeah, that's what I said, that we can use builder base, or we can use fiber clear, or we can use standard builder clear. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, well, clear. Well, I see that there's a brush in your hand and a hand in your hand. So next step.
Yeah, and the next step is that I'm going just to make a very thin layer, raw layer of gel, and I will apply there my elements. Again, I'm using the same brush.
So you cured the layer for 30 seconds or a minute?
It was 30 seconds for this thin layer enough.
Okay. And now you're just applying the building base where you're going to apply your design elements?
My elements will be only in my area of my free edge. And then I'm going to use...
Oh, I love them.
They are amazing, and they are opals. And also, can we have a look from the... Yes, look at them.
So they're crushed synthetic opals, which are actually the same that are used in jewelry. They're jewelry grade crushed opals. Cerisa wants to go on another nail trip with you. Nadia Munk says opals with the hearts in the eyes. Glitters, Henriette says, yeah, well, it's opalescent glitter. So, and Mia Marie wants you to come to Sweden. So you're just applying a little bit here and there.
Yeah.
Perhaps you can see on the side shot, because the opals have some bulk to them. They're not super flat.
They are not super flat. That's why I need as thin as possible application of my so-called tip. So then I will not overfile them.
And the nice thing with the opals is that there's a little fire in them. So they actually have orange, blues, greens, whites. So there are a lot of sparkle and shimmer, but a little bit more modest perhaps than a real glitter. But you could also use a real glitter.
You can use a real glitter and flakes. And our new flakes that we have, they are super amazing.
The unicorn flakes.
Yep.
Yes, that would also be cool.
Absolutely. Okay, idea is that I want to apply also and totally cover the
corners.
Yeah.
So straight up to the natural nail.
Exactly. And after this, I'm going to cure it again for 30 seconds.
Okay, so after you applied all your opals in the wet coat of building base, now it's time to cure 30 seconds, of course. While we do that, I still promise you the prize that you can win this week when you join the challenge by Natalia, and that is the luxurious hand scrub, the seduction hand scrub, the tube of Power Gel Clear, because of course Power Gel is the product to use for this, the great high-tech nail forms, which are just the best nail forms in the world, and shown underneath the nail form support. And that is the support that you apply underneath the nail form, and that helps you create that super deep, even C-curve. So a great price, a great product, a great nail, and of course this month it's the Power Gel month, and that means that Power Gel is the product of the month. And if you want to try Power Gel, if you want to experience the difference between Power Gel and a polyacrylic gel or an acrylic gel, because Power Gel is really a different ball game in its own, now is the moment to try with a 20% discount all over Europe and with all of the magnetic distributors. Try Power Gel, and I promise you, you fall in love immediately, because it's a truly gel-based product that enables you to create long, thin, perfectly structured nails without losing the shape or without losing the C-curve when you wear the nails. It's really a technical product for the technical nail technician. Later on, I will tell you what other e-workshop you can expect. For now, we go back because the 30 seconds is over and done with.
Yes, it's very fast. And now I'm going to use again building base because it's very thin layer, and I just want to seal gaps in between of my particles.
So the opals are set, they don't move anymore, and you just go over all of the opals. Please check your screen also to make sure that you stay in the middle, Natalia.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, because now you apply a thin coat of building base so that later on the gel is easily going in between the opal particles. Am I correct?
Yep. Because later I'm going to seal everything with Power Gel, and then I will not have air bubbles.
Ah, cool.
And 30 seconds.
30 seconds again. It's almost 30 seconds to Mars. That gives me another 30 seconds to introduce to you the e-workshops that will come. In the month of March. Thank you, Gillian. We will start with Magda, and Magda is, of course, our UK distributor and the trainer of trainers. And Magda is going to take us into the world of pastel flowers and fiber coat. So a combination of fiber coat, which is a fiber gel in a bottle, and creating the most amazing flowers with that. A week later, on the 13th of March, José de Vroet, our international trainer, is joining me to show fiber to love hybrid nails. So she's going to create a hybrid version of nails using fiber coat, because you may haven't thought it, but fiber coat is the product of the month of March. Fiber coat is a super nice, voluminous product from a bottle, reinforced with fiber particles, and we'll show you the different ways of using it. Later, Mia Marie from Sweden, she's watching now, she will fly down to the Netherlands and she will go with us into stylish, milky designs. Mia Marie is a great trainer. You may have seen her in International Nail Talk Live shows, but she will be here, and she's also a great singer, so that will be an evening full of screenshots. And the month of March will be ended with Deborah, and Deborah will be here on Wednesday, March 27th, and everybody that knows Deborah knows she loves inlay, she loves color, she loves everything put together, so that's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. So that is the month of March. Make sure that you tune in. And if you are not able to see us live and join us live on the Wednesday evenings, on Fridays, this e-workshop will be uploaded with 17 different subtitles that you can choose on YouTube for your own language, but also the different versions with different language voiceovers are launched. Of course, the German version, the French version, the Italian version, and the Spanish version. And all thanks to Gillian and AI, because I only speak Dutch and English. Anywho, for now we go back, because you said we're going to make the body of the nail using Power Gel Clear. How many different beads are you going to use?
It depends on the length of the nail, and I think that in our nail that we're making now, I'm going to use 2 beads. So first I will apply the first one. Yes. And you see that I placed it on the nail plate. And you can use any brush that fits in your hand. I prefer to use acrylic brushes.
Yeah, so this is a sensei brush that you're using. You could also use a prestige brush, or even an emperor, or an ikebana. Some people like to work with that.
Yeah, first I'm just sealing the product to the nail, and after this I'm sealing the product over entire nail.
Yeah, and I see that it really blends in well in between the opals. So it really works, sealing the opals with building base. Thank you for that very useful trick, Natalia.
Yeah, because I also, when I was practicing with this nail, and also I was thinking how to do it, because these particles, they are small enough, but still they can be a bit tricky to seal. And then I was thinking, hey, we have a building base, and it's a beautiful product, so let's use it. And it does not take too much time actually to cure it, only 30 seconds. So you see that it's almost done. That's why now I'm going to cure it maybe 1 minute, and then I will repeat with second layer just to seal everything, the whole nail.
Yeah, to connect everything together. While we do that, the PowerPoint is working now. So let's go back to the homework of Natalia. And the homework is, of course, you already know, make a set of 5 nails in this elegant shape using inlay elements, and also a little bit in the style that Natalia will later on show us. It is unfortunately not possible to do this in ColourPops, and we also do not recommend using a silicone hand model or a silicone finger to create this, because you have to feel what you're doing. Of course, this is great for your portfolio. It's also great to show your clients the possibilities of your technical skill. You'll have 2 weeks to create your homework. The deadline is until the 6th of March. Upload your homework using the link that you can find in the album Power Gel Elegance Nail. If something needs improvement, whatever it is, Jessica will contact you and you will get chance to participate. I hear that my sound is slowly going away. I'm going to just take my little box over here and hope that will be better. Do not forget to submit your step-by-step photos, no more than 4, and the final photo showing all of your homework or all of your nails together in one photo. If you do that, you will receive your e-certificate, but you also have a chance to get that amazing prize. I just showed it, but it's still there. So this is the prize. It's Power Gel Clear. Then you know why we love Power Gel. Seduction Hand Scrub to create that perfect photo for your portfolio. The high-tech nail forms by Magnetic, an amazing nail form. If you try this, you will be totally smitten. And the nail form support, just to make it easier for you to create this nail. So, for now, let's go back to the second application of Power Gel and the whole build and finishing the nail.
Yeah, and it's a second layer. Let's apply it. Let's seal it. Let's cure. And that's another reason why I love to work with nail form support, because it's not necessary to pinch nail anymore, because it's already keeping the shape that I made from the beginning.
Yeah, it keeps it. Also, while the Power Gel is curing, it forces it into the deep C curve and the deep pinched end result.
And I really love Power Gel because we have a chance to create the structure with as less filing as possible. And the also trick is don't use too much. I'm using prep and wipe now, but don't use too much and just create nicely a shape.
Yeah, of course you always use prep and wipe to make sure that the Power Gel doesn't stick to your brush. Gerry, you are asking whether or not the nail has to be this length, this long for the homework. No, it doesn't need to be this long, but an Elegance nail is a longer nail. Let me check the diff. Of course, Christian says to Sylvia that at the end of the show, we will show you the whole hand of the Elegance nail in different variations. So that's just going to be the thing tonight. Are the homework nails need to be as long as Natalia does? Magda is asking. So do they need to be this length or can they be a little bit shorter?
They can be this length or slightly shorter, but definitely it cannot be short, because then you simply will lose the effect.
Yeah, you need a little bit of length to create all of this, of course. So you are making sure that your Power Gel is properly applied around the cuticle, sealed airtightly, so that it doesn't get any lifting and the product wears perfectly.
Yes. So I'm just checking because I don't like filing, you know. That's why I prefer to make a nail as perfect as possible, and then I will file less and faster.
Well, I discovered recently when I was doing the nails of May, the owner of Magnetic, the founder of Magnetic, that I need to file. And I gave up on the whole non-filing thing. I just thought to myself, I'm going to make sure that I see where I need to file. And then Kobe came in, and while I was doing the nails, she said to me, Pepijn, I don't want to bother you, but there is a hole over there. And I said to her, Kobe, yes, I know. But then at least I know that I have to file until I get to that point. So let it be, let it go. I'm not that much into nails anymore, but the end result was very nice. I spoke about it also in the Dutch version of Nail Talk. Gerry says that she needs to do these nails on her own nails. My clients will get totally crazy with this length. I think it's also better on your own nails, because then you feel, then you experience. And I learned the most in my whole career from doing the nails on my own hand, because the clients, they go home, while your own nails you can check 16 times a day. You see what happens when they grow, you see whether or not lifting appears, you feel the weight of the nails, you feel the length of the nails, and it's the perfect canvas to showcase your talent. And this is something I learned from Natalia, because years ago we were discussing in the garden, we were having dinner, and I said, I don't like the long nails anymore. And Natalia said, listen, Pepijn, I love the long nails because they are the most important way for you, the nail technician, to showcase your level of skill and your technical expertise to your client and to new clients that you meet in the supermarket, when you go to tank gas, wherever, but it's your canvas. Do you remember that discussion we had, Natalia?
Yes, I remember. And we had it not only once. And on some moment I was thinking that you will kill me. But I believe that, having long nails, it's our business card. Otherwise, how we are going to show who we are? So even having one hand, it's already showing that you're not normal person. You are a nail technician, you are a nail stylist. And I totally agree with Pepijn that when you are working on your own hand, you also see all mistakes. Then it also helps you to analyze what's going on, what you did wrong, how you can fix it in future. And your clients, by the way, they will not ask the lengths, but they definitely will ask color and decoration. So that's why all clients, normally clients are asking not the lengths, but yeah, I would like to have this color, or decoration that you have. And it also, then this is just like growth in our clients' eyes.
Henriette is asking me, how did it go with the reel of you making the nails of May? Well, Henriette and also Bianca thought of the same questions. I forgot, because I had to use all of my energy and concentration to remember where to file, even though it was visible on the nails, and to create nice nails. Because when May and I get together, we talk, we discuss, we laugh, we create strategies, I just forget to film. I even forget to drink my coffee or have a cigarette. So that is saying something, eh? So next time Gillian will sit next to me and then we'll do the reel for real. Haha, that's how it meant to go. The reel for real. Natalia, so you have now created the power gel nail. Of course, power gel, when it's cured, it leaves a little bit of a sticky layer.
Yes, we have a little bit of sticky residue, and it's very important to remove it before you are removing your nail form. Let's do it. So first, with prep and wipe, just remove your sticky residue. Be sure that you're not touching the skin, and then it will be just easy. Ta-da! You see, it's just separating itself.
Yeah, but it's important to remove the sticky layer before you start filing, eh? Because otherwise it clogs the grid of your file.
Yep. So, and I'm ready to file.
Yeah, and I'm ready to enjoy filing. Let's analyze the nail. So if we look at top shot, we see, this is side shot, thank you. If we look side shot, there's not that much to file, eh? The lower arches are quite okay. It's just a little bit of cleaning up.
Yeah.
The top shot is a little bit, you need to make it a little bit more slender.
Yeah, a bit more like almond.
Tapered.
A bit more tapered, a bit like an almond shape. So from the top, it will look like an almond.
And from the side, the apex and the upper arch are already very nice.
So
and of course, you're going to add something else also later on.
Exactly.
Well, then I would say start and take us into how to file this nail. What are the filing steps?
So first, I'm going just to separate the skin. And I will start from the sides.
And what is the grid that you're using, Natalia?
180.
The 180 grid file.
Yes.
Hygienic file, but this is from the student kit. And in the student kit, the file sheets are printed with the correct grid, because a student needs to learn how to feel what the grid is.
So when you shaped it from the sides, then I will go to correct lower arch. Lower arch must be just straight.
And of course, you're pressing the nail down with your index finger, preventing it from moving too much.
Yes, and also I'm pulling back the skin. That's important. Pull back the skin, so then your file will go in. And the same I will do from the other side. So you see that my product a bit run away, and that one I'm going to just keep totally flat and straight, because my file has to be now parallel to the middle of the finger. That's how I'm filing. I'm not filing, keeping my file just in the middle. It has to be totally flat from the top and parallel from the middle of the finger. Pull back the skin and...
So you're really focused on the extension, working your way slowly to where it connects to the natural nail.
Yeah, and you see that I'm almost not touching stress point.
No.
So that's important. Otherwise, if I will touch that part, so then I will overfile and then my nail will crack and break.
Yeah, slowly perfecting.
Yeah.
Finding the perfect end result is, of course, what is always the thing that drives us nail technicians.
So the next one, I want to file. Can we have side shot? Yeah, this one. Yeah, super. I want to file that part. And you see that I'm holding my file a bit from myself and file both sides in the same movement. Then that my sides will be symmetrical to each other.
So this is where the angle comes from.
Yes. And then after this, I'm going just to make, because my parts already, sides already filed, and now I'm going to file the nail from the top.
Find the middle. Yes, so you're angling the file next to the nail and you're rotating it to file the surface.
Yes.
So please, Gil. So she's holding the file like this, and then she angles and rotates it to file the surface. Side, surface. That's a simple movement.
Yes. And I also, because I can do that movements, but very often it's not comfortable, especially for thumb, because then I hit this part of the finger. But if I do movement, just rotating my finger, because I'm not moving my file, I just rotating the finger. Actually, I do the same.
Yeah. Perhaps you can see this on side shot, Gillian. Perhaps that's interesting. Yeah.
So you see that keep your nails straight. Place your file also just straight and try to file that area all together. So place it on top of that area and just rotate your finger.
Yeah.
Do your movements and rotate your finger. And it just will file itself.
Very nice. Yeah. And I see in the comments, don't press, don't press, don't press. Mia Marie is remembering that. Don't press, don't press. Just let the file do your work. Amala says, I love this way of filing. And also Sabine says, the magnetic filing method. This is indeed, Tanya, a 180 grit file that Natalia is using. You could, of course, also use a 150 grit file. It depends on how much you need to file. But this is a newly set nail with not that much filing, so then the 180 grit file is more than enough. So, while Natalia is just getting the filing steps going, of course this is the month of Power Gel. Power Gel is the strength of magnetic, a product that if you try it, I assure you, you will absolutely fall in love with it. And we have a nice commercial for you, so enjoy, back in a minute. And of course, I already discussed the e-workshops for the month of March, but I still have another e-workshop in the month of February for you. And that is, of course, Dami, because Dami is going to take us into how to do the refill of the baby boom nail and reshaping the nail to a different shape. So last week, of course, Cerisa showed you how to create the baby boom nail in 2 different ways, and Dami will show us how to do the refill of that baby boom nail. So to create that beautiful nail when there's a natural nail or old nail underneath the baby boom. So that's going to be a super interesting, also technical show. And in the month of March, I already mentioned it, we will go all the way with a lot of beautiful and great designs and techniques. Powergel is the best product I ever used, Camilla says. 1 day of work is 1 minute of content, but amazing. Love the refill of the baby boom idea. Well, thank you, Alexandra. Amazing, Dami. Looking forward to it. It's going to be the first international show that Dami does, but she is a real, as we say in Holland, toppertje. So she's a top trainer and she has her skill and level really in hand. Kim van Lierop says, hello, Natalia and Krisha. I'm working and watching with my clients. So, hello. Amber says, I love Powergel. Powergel is just the top of the top with a lot of beautiful magic, Henriette says. I don't know what it is, Henriette, but whatever you write, it's always also magical. It takes us to a place far, far away, into the realm of magic. Anywho, Powergel, laissez l'adopter. I don't know what you are saying, Sabine, but it looks beautiful. So, Natalia, of course, I'm just giving you a little bit of time to file and do your nail and do your thing. Susie also says, Dami is a super talent. And Cerisa and 500 photos in album using 1 or 2. Yes, when you make a perfect nail, you want to make a perfect photo. And sometimes you have to make 500 photos to find that perfect photo. But in the month of May, no, I believe it ends of April, sorry, Silvana is going to show us in the e-workshop how to create the perfect photo. The perfect photo for your social media. How do you make that photo? What do you have to think of? And what are the little tips and tricks of the trade that sets that photo apart from the other photos that we see on the socials? So we have a lot of ground to cover. I have to make sure that we do as much in the international e-workshops as we did in the Dutch e-workshops. And I'm planning ahead. And it's a lot of fun thinking about the many possibilities that we have in showing you all of this. So let's go back to Natalia. Where are you filing? Because I see you like this, I see you like that, I see you like this. So where are you now?
Actually, I almost...
Oh, you're on mute.
Oh. Sorry, because I did not want to distract you with a filing movement.
No problem.
So I almost finished my filing, so I would like to show to you what we have.
Yeah, so it's really an almond nail. It's not a super thin stiletto-ish nail, because of course you cut off the whole point of the stiletto.
Yeah. So, and then it looks like an almond, and now it's time to file my shape with buffer 340.
You love the 340 buffer, huh?
I called it, it's a real Photoshop for our nail. So, and I'm just going to repeat the same steps that I did already.
And it's important to repeat all of the steps, because that way you eliminate and you remove all scratches that can be left after filing the surface. Of course, Natalia used the 180 grit file, and with now the 340 grit file, there's a step in between, making sure that the surface is smooth, even, and soft.
And perfect.
And I didn't want to say perfect, because you're almost perfect, but it's not yet perfect, because you're still photoshopping. When
yes,
you put down the file,
in reality. That's a perfect, real Photoshop. And by the way, when you will apply for the course of perfect picture, you know, perfect picture, it's also nice, but without perfect shape, you will never have a perfect picture.
Oh, it's like you will never have perfect nail art if the nail underneath is not perfect.
Exactly.
I used to judge a lot of nail art competitions in my past, and it was always such a shame when the nail art was beautiful, beautiful, beautiful and intricate, but then the nail underneath was, let's say, not. So it always goes hand in hand. Beautiful nails means beautiful structure, beautiful technique, beautiful finishing, beautiful designs, and of course, beautiful products. And that all leads to an amazing set of nails.
Yes. So now I'm going to clean my nail just to final check.
Yeah, the cleaning of the nail is not that interesting to look at, huh? Because then the only thing that I see is, ooh, a lot of dust, a lot of dust. So make sure, Natalia, that that is all fine. José is saying that she's 100% agreeing. One day I will be happy with all Magda says when talking about all of those different elements. You're so right, Pepijn. Harriet says the base has to be perfect to make beautiful nails and nail art. Yeah, and you know that as well, because it's, I mean, that makes a difference also on the socials and in the reels and the videos. Let's go back. Daisy says that she loves this file, this grid, the 340 grid. Beautiful shape, Naomi says already. Silvana Huibert's photos are always perfect, Pernilla says from Sweden, and she finds it a good idea that we're going to do an e-workshop about that. Some of the comments are in different languages that I don't fully comprehend, so I cannot go into that. But a lot of you are very happy. I agree, Pepijn. Structure is the most important. Magnifique, or Esther says to me. Well, Esther, we think alike. Of course, in just a little bit, I have the winners of Henriette's challenge of 2 weeks ago, and that was quite a challenge. We actually had a problem with the e-learning system to get all of your homework uploaded into the system, and that was a little bit of a hassle, but luckily Henriette, but also Jessica and Katri were fast enough to get everything back on track after the weekend, so that gave you still 1.5 weeks time to create your homework. What the winners are, I will go and discuss a little bit later. I first need to know, Natalia, so now the nail is filed, it's buffed, so is it now, is this it?
And now nail is buffed and filed, and it's ready for next step. And next step is I'm going to make French, but very interesting one. So, because I'm going to paint it, and I'm going to paint nail bed.
Ah, so you're going to paint it, because a painted French is something that we hear a lot of nowadays, but you're doing a reverse painted French.
Yes, exactly. And I really love this, and I like it, and I hope that you also will like it. So let's clean our nail with prep and wipe, and I'm going to use now liner black because it's stylish.
I had a question, and that question was from Evelyn. Evelyn, you say, German, waarom is der Schwamm in the Mitte? And the Bianca is, of course, explaining this. Thank you, Bianca. The question here is, why is there a sponge in the middle of the silky brush? I really didn't know that sponge is a Schwamm. So, sorry, most of the time I can understand German when it's written, but Schwamm is new. But it's for a softer feel during use, because it's softer. We tried a harder foam in the middle, but then it's too rough, it's too strong. It's soft and easy and soft. You can also perfectly clean your face with a silky smooth, all of your pores. Then you don't need any makeup remover or any skin cleaner. You can just use the silky smooth because it softly cleans your pores. Of course, not the same one that you use in the nail studio. A separate private one, as May and me always say. Okay, so let's go back to the reverse black painted French manicure smile line nail bed.
I love French. Do you like it?
I adore French.
So I will start first with, I'm using now brush, it's Detailer 3. And first I will paint it just near the cuticle.
And it's pure liner gel black?
Yes.
You didn't mix it with Cerisa Sweetie's black licorice,
No.
for instance?
No. But of course you can use it. You can do it.
Well, the good thing is, of course, that it is super covering.
It's super covering and it's super thin. And this is what I want now. I want to have it really very thin. So when my cuticle almost done, now I want to think how deep I want to make my smile line. I touched a bit the skin, so that's why I will remove it with...
Yeah, of course, we all know if this happens, remove it before you go in the light, because if you keep it on in the light, it stays on forever.
So, and now I'm going to use brush Pepin's choice.
Ooh.
And I want to mark my smile line, how deep I want to have it.
I have an interesting question from Gillian. Wouldn't it be easier to do this with a triangle brush? Because he remembers, of course, the natural or the perfect salon nails demos that we filmed together.
Yes. If we would paint French, then triangle brush is the best choice for that. But now we are doing this a bit opposite.
Yeah.
So that's why triangle brush now, it will be not totally good decision for me, I think.
Yeah, you now want to first create the shape and then fill it up backwards.
Yeah.
Is the French manicure or the smile line an essential must for the homework?
You can build it up or you can paint it. That's up to you.
Oh, but you do need a smile line.
Yes.
Okay, so you need to create a smile line on your Elegance nail, but this can create it with a technical product. So inside the nail or with a paint-on product on top of the nail. That's quite challenging, don't you agree? Ooh. Even this is already super fantastic that you're able to do this without having to correct it, Natalia. The smile line is very, very precise and even already.
You taught me.
Let's not tell them that.
Okay.
Very nice, Natalia. Beautiful. And I love the black, of course.
And when I'm using Detailer 3, it's very soft brush because it has natural hair. And it's very, it's easy to apply, easy to color. It's like a coloring, you know? Color therapy.
And Magda says, the black is super pigmented. Probably we'll need a separate triangle brush, like for white. Well, Magda, I have a triangle brush for white, red, pink, glitter. I don't have one yet for black. I need to get one. Yeah, but then well, perhaps I can do Jessica's nails once. Then you need black.
So, and if you miss something, you always can correct it with polish corrector.
Of course, you can also use a different color, is Mandy is asking.
Yes.
The 5 nails need to be with a French, but it can be different types of French, eh?
Yes.
So a French nail bed or a reverse nail bed, an inlay, a line.
Yes. So do how you like it and how you feel it, because you can express yourself through your nails.
And I have here a question or a comment by Gerry. Such a pity. I feel that the nail is being ruined now. Oopsie. Well, Gerry, I know how the other nails look like, and I know how this will complement the other nails. It is just fantastic. So bear with us just a couple of more minutes, and you will see the amazing nails that Natalia made, and how this thumbnail complements it like the perfect little black dress for any gala evening. I mean, it's a must-have essential, and she's just creating it beautifully. Of course. Can this also be done with air nails, using air nails? Karin is asking. Well, I think, Karin, that's a great idea. I think that's a super idea. Natalia?
I totally agree. So if you have air nail system, do it.
Yeah, that's well, putting on the masking, it is, of course, not the easiest thing in the Western Hemisphere. I tried it once, Karin. I thought to myself, you know what, I'm going to take the smile line maskings, the deep French, and I'll use them and then make a French manicure. But to get the maskings on evenly and symmetrically on the nails. That was a challenge I didn't expect. What a fool I am. What is also fun to tell you, because I never told anybody, but Gillian's career in the studio actually began when I wanted to film together with Natalia. And I think now 6, 7 years ago, perhaps, something like that. And Natalia came here to Holland to do a week of filming for educational material. And I was planned to do that together with Jaap, but Jaap had to go back home. So I said, well, I need somebody to help me in the technical part of the studio. So Natalia was sitting there where she's sitting now, and I was sitting in the back, and I asked Gillian, and he was in the warehouse at that moment, can you please help me? So he came and he helped me, and we started with just one little button that he had to press because I was deadly afraid that I would forget. And then he took over the electrical part, the technical part, the filming, the choosing the cameras, and now years later we are back here, but now I'm standing here, Gillian is in the back, and Natalia is on the tech table. So that brings back old memories, doesn't it, Natalia? Do you remember that first week?
Yes, and I was a bit shocked that time, honestly, to say, because, you know, first time working on the camera, it's really not easy. But then I just was thinking, okay, so I'm teaching people, so I just will imagine that I'm teaching people in front of camera. And it helped a bit. And it was really very nice, and I learned a lot during this filming. And it's really very interesting. And yeah, I'm proud to be there that time, and I'm proud to be here today. It's really very cool.
And I'm proud of you and of Gillian and of what we all do, because it's just great to work together like this. I see that the nail is curing. Well, I don't see that the twin lights is actually not on. So can you show us a little peek view of what it's now before I go to Henriette's winners?
Yeah. So now it looks like that. And there is also choice. If your smile line not totally perfect, don't get upset. I'm going to show to you a trick how you can fix it. So now, after full time of curing, I'm working now with liner gel. And liner gel, you know, it's very thin gel, but maybe you will use some mixture or black gel polish. Sometimes we also can have a little difference in height. So, and for that, to seal it, it's better to use building base again.
Over the whole nail?
Over the whole nail.
So
yes.
building base is a slightly thicker product. Okay, wait, because this is the aha moment already. Because now we see what it is. Natalia, take enough building base on that brush. Go to the middle of the cuticle and just tell us when we can go there. But I want to see side shot, but I think that's going to be most exciting. Yes, and yeah, take it away. Do it.
Okay.
Building base.
Yeah.
Middle.
So, just very thin layer. Don't apply too much because. Oops.
Ah.
Opals.
This is just, don't you agree with how smooth it now turns? It blends, the black becomes like a shadow figure, and the opals are shimmering and dancing, and there's a little bit of white there because of the white opals. I love it, I love it, I love it. I love it. It's magic. Yes, thank you, Cerisa. It's magic. But now you have to cure this before you apply the top gel, because it's still top gel-less.
Yes, but first, before going to lamp, I'm going to turn it upside down and correct it slightly, so then I will be sure that I have perfect surface.
Yeah, this is what Cerisa calls the panic position, upside down, to make sure that it's smooth and it blends to perfection. Well, Natalia, while you just finish up this nail, because it's just amazing and we want to see the end result. But that means that I need to take a little bit of time, and I can do that by announcing the winners of the challenge of 2 weeks ago. And of course, that was Henriette's challenge. Henriette came from Denmark. Love Henriette, and love that she's able to come to Holland as often as she does. And she came here and she took us into the world of Insta famous. because if there's somebody within the family of magnetic, it's Henriette, and she's Insta-famous. And this was her challenge. So, make a set of nails, 1 hand or 5 nail tips, where you use some of the nail art ideas Henriette showed that evening. And you also have to make a small reel of 10 to 30 seconds, where you show the process from start to finish. It's your imagination and creativity that determines how it should be. Here, there are simply and easily no rules whatsoever. So, that was an exciting evening. It was a fun evening also. And it was just a great evening because Henriette and us, Gillian and I, are so used to working together that it flew by. We actually had to skip a little bit, and she has to come back to do more about Instagram marketing and, of course, showing her beautiful nail art. But there is a general text that I like to read to all of you from Henriette. I would like to thank everyone who participated in my e-workshop, and I would love to thank all of you who have entered this task with fantastic energy. I love that so many people have tagged me, and I feel so happy in my heart and proud when I look at your work. It has been a real pleasure to share all of your super nice works and reels. And you just have to keep challenging yourself and make beautiful nail art work and reels. And then you all should know that all your sweet messages and comments mean more than you think. You all make me so happy and grateful. Let's conquer the nail world together. But of course, there are 3 people that were really standing out. And about this first winner, Henriette says, "You go, girl. I love this super pretty set, an amazing reel you made. And I'm even more crazy with that you made also a reel with glitter background and a cute teddy bear. The music and the reel match perfectly, and so much in love with the combination of colors and designs that you have made. It's the way to do it. You have found a way to stand out, to make some photo props, and I freaking love that you do something different. I'm truly blown away by your work. Keep up the amazing work, Roxane Lebotier. Congratulations from France. Roxane from France. Congratulations, and we'll show the reel after I've announced the 3 winners. Congratulations, Roxane. Roxane. The second winner is, of course, another person, and this is what Henriette says. Just such a very beautiful set nails you have made. Your customer is very lucky to wear these nails. I love to see that my inspiration can also be used on shorter nails, and to see how super beautiful you have done this. I love that you have made a reel where you have captured all the steps from start to finish, and that you also show the products you use, and what is even more cool, that you have played with ways to show which colors you have used. And this is done and won by Soraya Fernandez. Soraya Fernandez from Germany. You wouldn't expect that, but it's there, from Germany. Soraya, congratulations. Coming to the third winner. Henriette always likes to give a lot of feedback. Do you feel that also? The third one, from the Netherlands. So we have a winner also from the Netherlands. We don't discriminate, no. Playing with glitter in your reel captured my full attention. Simply just wow. I love the way you have created this reel, especially the part where the glitter flies. I love how you have played with transition between the different clips and the music. Just match perfect for the glitter and the beautiful nail art you have made. The combination of colors, glitter and nail art is super nice, and I really love your final design. Looking forward to see many more cool videos from you. Marleen Soeteman. Congratulations from the Netherlands. Marleen Soeteman, we also won a point here tonight. So congratulations, but all of you, as Henriette said, thank you for doing your homework and to enjoying and conquering the world of nails and nail art. Henriette saw the reels, you'll probably have seen the reels, but let's have a look at the winning reels. I don't know which one is my favorite when I look at these. The second one didn't have music, otherwise perhaps you were thinking, ooh, what's wrong with the sound? Because sometimes we have technical difficulties. But the 3 winners, once again, congratulations, and you will receive this prize at home, and those are the marbling set with 5 different dotting tools, Henriette's Choice, of course, Extreme Matte Top Gel, Smoky Eye and Smoky Eye Glitter, the new gel polishes by Magnetic, and of course the Confetti Glitter Kit, enabling you to make those beautiful flowers, but also, and Natalia came in here in the studio, she saw the books, and she was like, can I have one? Well, Natalia, no, because these ones are reserved for the winners of this challenge, together with an autograph by Henriette, our own Insta-famous Queen of Nail Art, next to our other Queen of Nail Art, of course, Jessica. Never forget about Jessica. So these ones will also be added to your prizes, so I will not forget to take them to the office tomorrow and make sure that they get into your kits. Once again, congratulations, thank you. For now, we have to go back to Natalia, because do you want to see how she make this composition of elegant, beautiful nails? Because they're different, they're stunning, they're like cool, and they are like totally Natalia.
First, I would like to show to you how I finished our nail, and also I want to show to you some tricks in case if your smile line not totally good ones. Okay, let's have a look. So I have been using the metallic gel, and you see that I just made very thin line on the border of your smile line. So it means that if you made some mistake, you always can correct it. And I applied it on the top of the top gel, and then cured it, just everything.
And it stays?
Yes, and it stays. I have been trying this on myself, and it's working absolutely okay.
The strange thing is that you don't even see that it's there, but it kind of takes it to a whole different level.
So, and it's, yeah, metallic gel is super cool. And what I found out that applied with Papain Choice is really absolutely good and fast. And now let's have a look at our...
Here's the grand unveiling.
La, la, la.
Da-da-da-da.
That's what actually you also can make. You
Perhaps-
can make it together with double spine line. You can make it only with nude or with any suitable color, and just paint on one side. So I just made them like symmetrically. Here you also can apply just like full coverage, and on black color it looks absolutely gorgeous. Or you can make it like that.
Beautiful, Natalia. It's just stunning. So can you position the hands or the hand for our moment of fun?
Yeah. Up.
Yeah?
Yeah. So
3, 2, 1, screenshot! Well, oh, and we lost the thumb. We need to do it again, Tricia. Another chance to do the screenshot. 3, 2, 1, screenshot! Ha! Natalia, that deserved the first real screenshot since the beginning of the e-workshops in International. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love the opals on the black.
and very comfortable shape, really comfortable to wear. I was wearing it myself, and it's light, it's easy, and it's comfortable. You can type. Just be sure that you are not doing stupid things, and you can wear them.
Just make sure that you don't do stupid things. I think that's a life mantra for everybody. I'm going to take that home and put it on the wall so that I see it every time that I leave the home. Don't do stupid things. Thank you. But with long nails, of course, you shouldn't. Natalia, your homework tonight. Perhaps it's nice that you tell the people your homework.
Yeah, so don't forget that you have to make these nails on a real hand. The best way to do it on your own hand, but if you will find a model, do it on the model. So, just use inlay, any inlay that you like. Also, you can use the idea that, like we did it already, or the nail just style that we today created during our workshop. So, or just use your own imagination, use a lot of inlay, nice inlay, make it an elegant shape, and show us what you did.
Yeah, and then if you get home, do what Deborah says in the comments. Don't do stupid things, on a Delft blue tile, order it and give it as a gift to your clients so that they can hang it up as well. Because we've all been there, yeah, I didn't do anything, but all of a sudden the nails broke. So you have 2 weeks time to do your homework. That means until the deadline is the 6th of March. You know the drill by now, but Jessica will contact you if there's anything that needs improvement. People are already thanking you, Natalia, because it was a great evening, but of course you can also win a prize, and the prize tonight is a tube of Power Gel Clear Seduction Scrub, the nail form support that makes all of this possible, and the high-tech nail form by Magnetic, which is simply the best nail form there is. Natalia, I want to thank you for this evening. Is there anything you would like to say to the people watching us?
Thank you very much for watching, and if you will have any question, then contact us. And I really waiting when we will see each other in real life.
Yeah, for that, of course, you can always come to the Netherlands to the Nail Talk Live event, or go to Weird, where Natalia and Chrisje will welcome you with open arms and teach you whatever you want to learn. But perhaps you are interested in becoming a distributor or a trainer for magnetic nail design. Do not hesitate. Send me an email at this email address. Make a screenshot, 3, 2, 1 screenshot, chuck, info@magneticnaildesign.com. You can contact us to become a distributor for more information about the products, or to know where your nearest distributor is located. And of course, we can also bring you in contact with our distributors if you want to become a magnetic trainer. Because if you are part of the magnetic family, this is life-changing, because the passion for nails is what makes us get fueled every single time and makes my life, but also the life of Natalia and of everybody within magnetic nail design, just a dream come true. Natalia, once more, I have to go back to you because it's been great to work together again. You have to come back more often, but I already put you in the schedule, I think in April, but I'm not sure, but you'll be there, huh?
Cool, I'm really looking forward for that.
And that's going to be the ballerina nail, but in a hybrid variation. So this was all for tonight. Next week, Demi is here. She will show us how to do the refill of the baby boom nail and change the shape. Monday is, of course, the Dutch version of the e-workshop. You're always welcome to also join us there. This Friday, this e-workshop will be made available through our distributors with subtitles in 17 languages and for a voiceover in German, French, Italian and Spanish. So even if there's a language barrier, we try everything we have and can to make it as easy as possible for you to learn, to train, to develop your techniques and just be a better nail technician. So, thank you all for watching. It was super nice. Thank you, Natalia. Thank you, Gil. Thank you. See you soon. See you at Nail Talk Live.